what I am seeing in business today is that there is just an inundation of information and there is a lack of implementation. Well, welcome back to the podcast. This is a special episode today. Today is the first time that I get to share the heart and the strategy behind She's Equipped, which is my brand new membership that's becoming like the central hub / home for everything that I teach. So let me give you just a little bit of backstory, okay? So I have been launching programs in the online space, webinars, courses, memberships, etc., for well over 10 years. And I've had years of running like multiple offers, launching multiple things. I had Creators Roadmap, The Better Way, Inner Circle, which is the membership group I started like 10 years ago, Offer Magnet, List Magnet, Website in a Week, masterminds, several different masterminds. Like there's been a lot of different things that I've offered in the last decade plus. And each of those programs really offered a purpose. They served a purpose. They were great for my clients, during that time, but they also added like a layer of complexity. Okay. And complexity in business is not good for me and my team, and neither is it good for my clients. When you have too much complexity, and by complexity, I mean this, lots of different offers that you're offering at lots of different times, and people are coming in different times and in different stages. And what it does is it ends up like kind of stalling parts of the business and making things really confusing, both for us on the back end and for you guys sometimes on the front end. And so simplicity is actually much harder, both to try to figure out how to offer and to once you've gotten your business to where it's complex and you're doing, several million dollars a year and you've got all these different offers, like to try to simplify things, it almost feels like going backwards. But the truth is, it's so much better. It's so much better for us. It's so much better for you. I think as entrepreneurs, what our inclination is always to add more, offer more, do more. But the truth is it's like taking away from and simplifying things is actually the better strategy. It's the long-term strategy. It's actually the harder thing to do. But I really believe that it is also the most powerful and wisest thing to do. And so we have done a major pivot. And that's what I'm getting to share with you for the first time today. So, business in 2025, it is not simple. It's different than what it used to be. There just are more challenges, et cetera. But the path to you growing your business and scaling your business, it should still be simple. It should still be super clear. What I have learned though, in the last, I would say 18 to 24 months, is that business owners are very confused, and they're confused for a lot of reasons. They're getting information from a lot of good people, about a lot of different topics from a lot of different angles. They don't know where to start. They don't know if they need coaching or do they need software or do they need both? What do I do after this launch? What do I even launch? How often should I launch? Who should I listen to? Should I buy this or should I buy that? There's a lot of confusion because there's not one direct path. And the truth is that, we are not cookie cutters of one another, right? And so if you're working with someone who's like, this is the only way to success in the online space, it's not true, okay? And so because there's so many different angles and people are telling you different things and they're telling you to do different things, it does get super confusing. And what I know to be true, 99.9% of the time, is women that are super overwhelmed with lots of options and feel very confused by those options, they will freeze. They will absolutely freeze and become stuck. And what happens when a woman is, running a business and she becomes stuck and she freezes is she gets super discouraged. A lot of times she decides just to throw in the towel. She wrestles with, did God really call me to this? There's a lot of self-doubt that begins to creep in because in our heads, a lot of times as women in business, we think, okay, if this is what I feel like God's calling me to do, then there shouldn't be any confusion. I should know what comes next. If I'm going to run a company, I probably should like have a vision, know what I'm supposed to do next. And so we end up just freezing because we get discouraged. We feel as though we should, and I'm using that in air quotes here on YouTube, know a thing, do a thing, etc. And so, in order to simplify things, both for my team and for you, my clients, we have created like one hub for all of my trainings. And so, She's Equipped is the new hub. It's obviously, the same as the podcast, She's Equipped with Jennifer Allwood. And this is actually a play on names because I had a conference in 2019 called She's Equipped, also 2020 before I had to turn virtual because of COVID. And these all came from the Bible scripture in the book of Ephesians, in I think it's 4:12, which talks about the equipping of the saints. And so my heart's desire and my vision is that She's Equipped is one membership that has all of my trainings in it that equip you to scale your business. And so all the trainings are there inside She's Equipped, but there are three very different and clear levels of support that are offered to you guys to address exactly where it is that you are in business, what it is that you need, et cetera. Okay. So let me talk to you just a little bit about what's inside of She's Equipped. So in terms of curriculum, there are 12 core courses. That is hard to say, by the way. 12 core courses, and they're built around 4 different pillars. Okay, stay with me here. All right. So number 1 is you're equipped to grow, then you're equipped to earn, equipped to scale, and equipped to impact. Again, really just honing in on being equipped because you can no longer run a business, I don't believe, in 2025 without being equipped in 3 areas. Okay. So you need strategy, you need mindset, and you also need the faith component. As a believer in Jesus Christ, as a Christian woman trying to run a business, we just do things differently. All right. So it's no longer like you're only buying something for strategy. Okay, that works. But if you don't have the mindset to support the launching of that, if your heart doesn't really believe that you're hearing from heaven, if you're still not sure, that that's what God's calling you to, like it has to be all 3. In my head, the only way for a woman to be equipped to really run a business and scale a business in 2025, it has to be strategy, mindset, and faith. So in the Equipped to Grow pillar, we're going to nail down who you're called to serve. We are talking about growing your email list. We're getting you really serious about social media. How many of you know that social media has changed dramatically in recent years, right? In the pillar that is Equipped to Earn, this is like the second layer. You're creating offers that people just can't help themselves but sign up for. You are pricing those offers with confidence. You are learning how to build sales strategies that will bring in like consistent income, God honoring revenue, etc. All right. In the third pillar, Equipped to Scale. This is when you're putting systems in place, systems so that you can step back a little bit from running, the day-to-day operations of your business. This is when you are really hiring help. Who do you hire? How do you hire them? What are you paying them? What is their, job description? And so how do you also like automate the back end of your business so that your business stops depending on you, the entrepreneur, the CEO, for every single thing? This should be every one of your goals. How can I scale this business to the point where it can still be making and generating revenue that is life-changing for me and my family, while also having a lot of impact on the people that I'm working with, but I'm able to step back when needed, and every single thing in this company isn't dependent upon me? That should be every single one of your goals. Okay. So you're being equipped to scale. And then finally, you're equipped to impact, which means you're taking your message, your testimony, what God has walked you through, your product, your course, your coaching, whatever, and you're getting that message further out into the world by way of a podcast, by way of a book, through opportunities with other people that increase your visibility. You influence more people, you're able to fund kingdom work, etc. So those are the 4 pillars. There are 12 courses inside of being equipped to grow, equipped to earn, equipped to scale, and equipped to impact. Okay. So here's the kicker. This is all new content for me, all new videos. I'm trying to figure out how to like say this in the nicest way possible. This is not you signing up for regurgitated old sessions that I'm trying to pass off as current content. We have, as a team, purchased some courses recently, and I was so discouraged to see that one of the courses that we purchased was 5 years old. I'm like, 5 years old? Do you know how much has changed in the online space in 5 years? Like, no, that thing no longer works. And I was not about to do that to my clients. So I have recorded over 60 videos, 60 videos in the last several months, using everything that I've learned as a business coach in the last 10 years and how to help you scale your business with those videos. Everything from effectively finding new customers to expanding your offers to growing a team to making plans to build your legacy. Those are all trainings inside of She's Equipped. So this is not like a watch it and forget it situation. This is a living library of trainings that you can revisit as you hit each new level of growth in your business, and you can cycle through them as many times as you want to. And so that's going to help you to scale your business. So here's what I know to be true as well. So I told you, you've got to have strategy plus the mindset plus the faith component, right? And when it comes to the strategy, education is so powerful, friends. But just like sitting and watching my training videos, like that is not enough. Hopefully you've heard in the last several episodes that I've done of the She's Equipped podcast that I've tried to give you like marching orders at the end of every podcast. I've tried to give you like okay, you've been listening to me. Now let's go out and do. I've tried to give you here's what I want you to do before you listen to the next podcast type of, comment at the end of every podcast, because what I am seeing in business today is that there is just an inundation of information and there is a lack of implementation. People think they are building their business by buying another course, watching videos, by, getting into another membership group and watching trainings. Listen, I understand the intention. You have to learn before you do, right? But there are so many women who are just getting stuck at the learning. And the learning is great. The learning is step one, right? But implementation is what's going to change your life. Implementation is what's going to change your family's life. Implementation is what changes the trajectory, of your business, of your life for you and for every generation to come. And so there has to be like implementation happening. You have to actually learn something and do. Okay. I read a quote on social media the other day that I'm going to read for you word for word so that I don't get this wrong. I do not have the person who penned this quote, by the way. I'm so sorry I don't have their name. But I saw this meme that said, I met someone who reads 100 books a year and they're still broke. I met someone who implemented one idea from one book and they're rich. Information without implementation is just entertainment. Okay. Rewind this podcast episode 10 or 15 seconds if you have to, because that's stinking powerful. Information without implementation is just entertainment. Meaning, if you are just watching training videos, that is great. That's entertainment. It's the watching of things, the consumption changes nothing. Implementation is what changes lives. Consumption is what makes women feel like they're doing something. But I am really more interested in getting you to actually do something than just consume more information. Okay. So what do you need to implement? Well, you need software, you need automation, you need funnels, etc. And so the She's Equipped curriculum pairs perfectly with my Equipt 360 software. And so if you have not heard of my Equipt 360 software, it's my all-in-one marketing platform, and it's included at all 3 levels of She's Equipped. You can build websites. There is email automation. There's texting. There's funnels. It's customer management. It's scheduling. It's everything to run your online business in one place. And by scheduling, I mean scheduling client appointments, also scheduling social media. It does both, okay? So my She's Equipped curriculum teaches you what to do, and my Equipt 360 software gives you the tools to actually do those things. And if you can't say like yes and amen to that, like you're just not nearly as excited as I am, because I'm so excited for what my team has developed. And I'm so excited about the fact that I'm getting to offer it to you today. And I'm so excited for some of you to begin using it. Okay. So there's no more like buying a course from someone only to get 3/4 of the way through the course and wondering what tech it is that you're going to have to use. And then finding out, oh, you got to buy an additional software and that's an additional fee, and feeling like you kind of got baited and switched. Okay. This is all together. It's all here in the new She's Equipped. It is the information plus the software. It is integrated and ready to go. So I want to finish up here by just telling you about the 3 membership levels in She's Equipped. I mentioned that earlier. So at all levels, all 3 levels, you get all 60 videos, which has the 12 courses. Okay. At all 3 levels, you get the same curriculum. All 3 levels get any additional resources inside of those courses. There are some templates, some calendars, some calculators, etc. Okay. All 3 levels get the Equipt 360 all-in-one marketing software. So this is a software that can take place of whatever email provider you may be currently using, like Flowdesk or MailChimp. Okay. This can replace whatever platform you currently use to house your courses or your memberships. So think like Teachable and Kajabi. Okay. You can cancel those. This is going to replace your website builder, your funnel builder, your text provider, any scheduling platforms that you've signed up for, and more. And by the way, this can add up to like hundreds and hundreds of dollars in software every single month. I had a girlfriend, it's been a year or 2 ago, but she's a best business buddy of mine. And she went into the part of your iPhone where you can look at your subscriptions and found out that she was paying for $1,200 a month in business subscriptions that she didn't have a use for anymore. She was able to cancel $1,200 a month. Friends, that's substantial. And so my Equipt 360 software, because it's an all-in-one marketing software, it will allow you to cancel a lot of the subscriptions you already have for software. And then it's all in one place. So here's the difference in your membership levels, okay? Membership level number 1 is the essentials level, and this is $147 a month. So again, you get all the curriculum, 12 courses, there's 60 videos, plus the software. You get the full curriculum, the courses, the software, and this is ideal for like self-starters. It's ideal for those of you who want the training and the tools to implement things on your own schedule. You don't need any other support. All right, so that's the essentials level. In Elevate, which is $297 a month, you have everything I just told you. So the curriculum and the software, plus it's weekly group coaching calls. This is where the majority of you are going to land, because you want the software, you want the strategy from the training, but you also need the group coaching calls. This is ongoing, like live trainings that will help keep you accountable. You answer or ask questions, I answer, the team answers. These will be every Wednesday, and they will include things like She's Equipped Live, which is our Q&A calls. The Equipped Learning Labs. This is where we have masterclasses on current topics in business and in marketing. We've got some incredible masterclasses coming up. This is the Equipped Prayer Calls. I run every single one of those. Powerful times in prayer. We have, prayer time it's me leading the calls, and I'm praying for whatever it is that you need in terms of your business. And then we have our Equipped community calls. And these are times when members get together to connect, to network, and talk business. So think of these as like coffee talks. All right. So the Elevate is the perfect level if you need encouragement, if you want prayer, if you need fresh marketing strategies, if you like the accountability of having trainings every week, or community every week who can cheer you on. If you need community and you need that consistent check-in with the group just to keep going, you want Elevate at $297 a month. Okay. And then finally, there's going to be a bunch of you that sign up for Excel, which is $797 a month right now. This is the highest touch level that we have inside of She's Equipped. And this is for the women who are ready to scale fast. This is for those of you who aren't playing anymore. You need quick. Okay. So this is everything that I've already talked about. Plus you get a private Team Allwood coach. You're going to use that coach over Voxer, which is, it's the app that we love just to communicate with all of our clients. It's like a walkie-talkie system that you put on your phone, okay? And then you also have monthly one-on-one Zoom strategy calls. So this is personalized feedback on your offers, your launch, your funnels, your team building, your pricing, your naming, all of those things. This is where you can get customized guidance, somebody who's going to know your numbers, somebody from Team Allwood who knows your numbers, your business model, your goals, and help you to implement things step by step. So the benefits of the one-on-one support is that we all have blind spots as entrepreneurs, right? As business owners, we're visionaries. We are, big dreamers. We see shiny pennies. It's so helpful to have somebody help identify your blind spots because it's the blind spots that actually like really stall your revenue. So you have somebody that can help map out your launches, look at your new offers with, a fresh set of eyes. The other day I was helping Ava put like new bedding and pillows and blankets and things on her bed. She wasn't sure if she loved it or not. And she's like, okay, let me walk out and let me walk back in with fresh eyes. This is a technique that I used all the time when I owned a painting company. You go out of the room, you give yourself a few minutes, and you come back in with fresh eyes, new perspective. All business owners need fresh eyes at different seasons in their business. All business owners lack the ability to see things from every angle because we have blind spots. We just do. And so it really is helpful having somebody outside of your business look in and peer back, behind the curtain inside of your business. So you're going to get a private Voxer Slack access for daily questions and faster decision making, quicker ROI. This is for those of you who want major scaling and you need help with hiring, automations, larger launches, etc. So Excel will give you the private coaching you need to make those leaps and bounds with confidence in your business. So listen, She's Equipped isn't just about business growth. Yes, that is the major focus, but it's also about stewarding well on this side of heaven, like the talents God has given you, stewarding well the business God has given you, stewarding really well the message, the creativity, etc. that God has given to you. And She's Equipped is designed to help you multiply those gifts with strategy, with wisdom, with courage, and with faith. So I can't wait to be working with a bunch of you inside of She's Equipped. You can go to she'sequipped.com to choose a level to work with myself and Team Allwood. That's She's Equipped. So she's SHES equipped, EQUIPT.com. Choose your level. And so whether you're wanting to learn on your own, whether you thrive in like group coaching, or you really need to accelerate with like private coaching, there's a seat for you inside of She's Equipped. So thank you so much, friends, for being here with you today. It's my honor to still be coaching after a decade. And it is exciting to be shifting and pivoting both to, not working so much with like the girl who's still trying to figure out what she wants to do for business. That's important. And that was an old season for me. But in this new season, being able to work with the women who already know what God's calling them to, who have already started the thing, who aren't, still at square one, who are really ready to grow and scale. And to really help you to get past the things that are keeping you stuck. I am so excited about this new season, and I hope you are too. So go to she'sequipped.com. I will see you there. Thank you so much, friends. Until next time. Bye-bye. Dun 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 bum 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 bum.